So welcome back, everyone, and welcome back to Alex, along with Sammy K and Sina Valizide. Please put your hands together for Pindian and the Nation of Creation Collective.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hello again. I don't normally introduce this song, but this is a bit of a different show, so I feel a bit compelled to talk a bit about it. We usually, where I come from in my Kwak side of the family, start with a mourning song in our potlatches and their ceremonies, in their ceremonial big houses. With a mourning song to acknowledge those that have passed away in our lives, so we can continue on with our scheduled programming in a good way and take care of that grief that we may be feeling, acknowledging people in their lives that, in my belief, are in the spirit world, are making their transition into the spirit world. And I would just like to dedicate this song to people in my life that have passed away, from overdose, alcohol-related death, far too young of age at times. I'd like to dedicate this to the residential school, those who went to residential school that did not come back, because I'll talk more about it soon, but as we know, the number went from 215 in Suquamish territory and has now surpassed the hundreds, and has now surpassed the thousands. And they haven't searched my home territories, but when they do, the numbers will increase. This is a mourning song. My contemporary, our contemporary take on the mourning song, Gelakasa.
Rest in peace to my main man Beast. I'll paint a piece for you and all my other brothers deceased. All my unks and aunties no longer calling me Weiss. Each branch of the family tree from Gwa'yam to Yalis to Sakis. And I hope you have found some peace, and our ancestors of the spirit world have embraced you with care and love. Peace dance upon the clouds above. If only I could get one more hug, and may I be sober another day as I pour out a beer for my grandpa Ray and all my relations that have passed away. Now in the grounds from Heshquit to Uller Bay and beyond, and to my friend I know I'll see you again someday. May you hear these mournful words that I say as I pray in my own way. Into my quality, the pain is over. The best thing I can do for you now is remain sober. I mean it, unks. No more wild drunks and hangovers. From now on, it's Novembers to remembers and sober Octobers. I'll see you on the other side, but I'm no longer living fast on a rocky ride. It's gonna be a while. I got some seeded and carving, gotta develop my style. I mean it, unk. No more acting wild like I used to. You'll be proud of the way I raise my quad like you, like you used to. And be for sure they'll be hanging out with yours. But of course, let's take it easy on ourselves as the spirit world opens its doors. Remember, we do everything in force, everything in force. That's what Walas'Gwa'yam said, everything in force, everything in force. So let's burn some medicine and give the liquor a pour. Remember, we do everything in force, everything in force. I let out 4 howls of grief for our dear departed Wolf Clan chiefs and cleanse myself in the water for momentary relief of the senses. This is for the missing and murdered women, 2 spirits and children. This is for my late grandma Marilyn. This is for my great grandpa Bob, granddad Pat, Papa Jimmy, and the late Uncle Jackson Taylor. No, I'm here with a mind clear, avoiding the jailers, but I'm glad we had some bonding time in prison. No, I'm rising above the corrupt system of mass brown incarceration that traumatizes all, put behind prison bars and walls, released only to become victims of the fentanyl that's in it all. So let's take it easy on ourselves and don't call upon the dealer when the coroner calls. So let's burn some medicine and give the liquor a pour. Remember, we do everything in force, everything in force. Pindian in the nation of creation, everything in force, everything in force.
This next song is called A Letter to Canada, and it was written as a response to hearing the news of the 215 found in the Suquamish territory by a Kamloops school, residential school site. And I was just talking to someone about how a lot of my relatives went to St. Michael's residential school. Some of my relatives, I just found out recently, went to a residential school that was closer around here, and some of my relatives went to a residential school that was in the New Channel territory area around Port Alberni. This is called A Letter to Canada. Sina, if you please.
of red and white. Feed us all fire, water to fuel the duels and fights. I try to stay resilient despite how you set my great-great-great-grandpa's box of treasures alight. Shut down our ceremonial social functions. In the name of the Lord with guns and swords, commit child abductions. Attempt to chop down a tree of life and replace it with dysfunction. Canada, for you I paint this blood red pictograph to depict your sick, destructive, masochistic aftermath. You claim he tried to teach our people to be civil, yet use evil methods of wretchedness and sadistic wrath. Claim we were on the wrong path. Son of a preacher man, oh, you make me laugh out of anxious, angered, apprehension. Son of a preacher man, oh, you failed to mention what was a haunted house of vile, hostile, high tension. Control with atrocious, assimilative, evil, hypocritical, sinful intention. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada, you try to separate our people from our arena queese with this pavement, disguisedly make sneaky weasel arrangements where apparently savages becomes the common statement. As my elders speak the truth bravely, it's hard to face it. As I continually hear these horror stories, let's face it, reconciliation does not seem near upon this stolen land of intergenerational racists, where buckwheat people are locked up, missing and murdered on a daily basis. Oh, Canada, these words that I speak are for you. Oh, Canada, we are done with your blatant abuse. Your firewater is no longer the drink that I choose. I'm not a dumb, drunk engine that is born to lose. Oh, settler, don't believe the hype of racist stereotypes. Oh, settler, you better take the time to listen and hear these words that I write. This intergenerational, genetic, traumatic memory cannot be easily wiped. We cannot stay idle while our home environment is threatened by the irreversible impacts of a leaky pipe. Oh, cousin, the number only started at 215. All my relations, I wish this nightmare was only a dream. Canada. Oh, Canada. I will not be another victim of your Canadian club fire water system. I know you will not take the time to respond or listen to the requiem I've written for my grandma Marilyn McCallum murdered, and to all those missing. Oh, Canada, no, that I miss her so, as long as the grass will grow and the Nimkish River flows. You can take your queen upon your $20 bill and place it down in your landfill, placed upon these burial grounds. Oh, Canada, do the sounds of the children's spirits give your bones the chills. I do not believe you'll clear the water when the venom spills, or heal the salmon people that feel it deep within their gills. Oh, Canada, you are still our guests, and we are still your hosts. Oh, Canada, you have turned our coast into a realm of hungry ghosts. So for them, use a spirit plate. If you want to offer one, too, please don't let them wait. Oh, Canada, I do not believe these retcon simulative words that you state, as I bear witness to these corruptive systems that you still create. As pictures are shots with a cheers and a toast to commemorate a history of smallpox spread across the West Coast. Into the RCMP that took our reasons to live away, which they are still actively doing today. How much will you continue to take as your black snake venom spills into our rivers and lakes? Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. I'm still alive. Gayla Kessler. This next song is called A Message. I was just talking to my dear friend Eddie Charlie over here about a journey I went on and back 12 years ago with my late uncle Bo Dick, Walas'Gwa'yam. I don't have enough time to get into the story today, but this next song is dedicated to him and a dream that I had of him. He's a dear mentor in my life who I miss dearly. This song is dedicated to Bo Dick. Cena, let's show these people. Oh yeah. Late night at the beach, digging some clams when my gnome came down with some huckleberry jam. Even brought the drumstick down for a jam and some firewood too, so we could barbecue some salmon on the rocks by the Salish Sea. She threw my voice down with some stinging nettle tea, and then oh snap, guess what I seen? It was Walas'Gwa'yam waving its big tail fin at me. And eyes blowhole like it sensed supernatural essence. I spat some salt water back to acknowledge his presence. Maybe it was in my head, but I swear I could hear a spirit say, "Yo, Reese, I'm glad to see you're finally doing okay." Holy muck, it's as if my feet were stuck in the sand. Said Reese, as long as you continue to walk this land, there's some lessons I want you to remember and understand. Oh, well, lost Canadians continually speak your truth and be proof to the young lost struggling buckwom youth that you must live in balance between both sides of the CCU. And then it swam away. And then it swam away. And then it swam away. And then he swam away. My uncle swam away. And then he swam away. I could hear his whale song as he swam. After laughter, I shed a tear. 'Cause for a moment I was not sure if I would see him again. But Ganam said his spirit is always near, and no, none of this brother's spirit never truly disappears. So I still think about him every time I hear. You can get up and dance. It's okay. I'm not gonna judge you. It's okay. Well, I say, yo ho, yo away, yo away, yo away, away, hey away, hey yo away, yo away, yo away, away, hey yeah. How we doing for time over there? Okay. How we doing for time over here? Yeah, okay, I like that answer. We're gonna switch vibes up now. But before we do, please everybody give it up for Sina on the drums. And everybody, Sammy K on the bass. And me on the wind chimes. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna do a crazy lineup change right now. And this song is, like I said, you know, I'm 3.5 years alcohol free from the captivity that once contained me. I started using drugs and alcohol at the early age of 11 at this, in this city, on this territory. I grew up, I would say, my parents are young. My parents were young when they had me. And, my parents did not go to residential school. I would say my parents are the generation after their parents who went to residential school. And I would just want to remind everybody that those intergenerational genetic traumatic effects that I speak of are real. But you know what? As I cut alcohol out of my life, I aim to break these cycles of dysfunction and raise my kids, my 2 sons, Gillan Ani, Dakota Henry Taylor, and Rudy Bo Taylor, in a different way. And this next song is all about sobriety. It's not easy. After 17 years of using drugs and alcohol, it makes you really reflect a lot. That's why I've written so much, that's why I've written so many lyrics. I've written to a point where I was going through a bit of a writer's block until I met the Getting Higher Choir, who forced me. I'm just kidding, they didn't force me, but they inspired me to write some new songs, 2 new songs we've never performed live before. This next song is called Tales of the Red Road, and we're gonna end with this one, Kayla Kessler. For you out there, we're gonna change the vibe a little bit. Getting a little softer, you know? It's time I serenade you all. A little ballad. Is that okay? 32 months now, no boozing. The red road is the path that I'm now choosing. I walk along the tracks to evade the city's intrusions, then trek home to steep a herbal tea infusion. Helps ward off that colonial illusion, cause fire water only propels the wheels of confusion. Trying to pick up the pieces of my mind I was losing, how when so many memories are trauma-inducing. It's like each and every recollection triggers me, nearly sabotaging my can control in symmetry, as if Jim Beam was pulling the strings for me. As a master of puppetry, so many blood spit nights of delinquency, but now I'm elevating to a higher power's frequency, and the only thing I'm chugging is 2 or 3 cups of tea. Heck yeah, and make it a double as I navigate through the wreckage and rubble. A native like me was always in the trouble, but the high was bound to burst like a bubble. Pop goes the liquor, great devourer of souls, consuming all that surrounds like a black hole. Cause insane, yo, my bro, you're out of control, losing your soul supposedly in the name of rock and roll, killing yourself to live, but you're doing it slow, but steady with each line shot in hard pill to swallow. Some blueprints you don't want your juniors to follow. But now I'm rising up. But now I'm rising up. But now I'm rising up like a totem pole, and sometimes I can feel so hollow in solitude, wallowing in my sorrow. But hey, I won't be hung over tomorrow, asking someone if they got some lucky coins I can borrow for one. But you know, one is never the peak. One day turns to weeks till you're on a year-long streak. Your tolerance, moderation, and will is weak, till the pain packs are just sharp as a raven's beak. Gets to the point when the binge just ain't so fun, and the punchline of the party are like a big old pun. Made it past 27, but still at the risk of dying too young, letting the crescendo of your ballad go unsung. Letting the crescendo of your ballad go unsung. Ain't it fun? No. So I sing. Yo. Keep on walking, keep on walking, keep on walking down that red road, cousin. Keep on walking, walking, keep on walking down that red road, cousin. Keep on walking, keep on walking, keep on walking down that red road, cousin. Keep on walking, walking, keep on walking down the red road, cousin. Yeah. Gayla Kessler, thank you. We were gonna serenade you with a Louis Armstrong song, but we don't have enough time. Next time, I will.
Pindian.